Good morning and welcome to your Farm and Home Show. I'm Kristi and this morning we're visiting with Dr. Kerri Ashurst. She's a Senior Extension Specialist for Family and Relationship Development. Good morning, Kerri.
Good morning, Kristi.
Kerri, today we are going to be talking about how we can make sure that we're making ourselves a priority. But first, Kerri, how can we make sure that we're paying attention to our mental health and the mental health of those around us?
Such a good question. We've all been through a lot these past 15 months or so, haven't we?
Yeah.
And I think one of the biggest things we can do when we think about paying attention to how we're feeling, our own well-being, is to just unplug sometimes, unplug ourselves from social media, from other electronics. Information and news is just coming at us at a faster pace than ever. And so it's really important that we take a break from information overload that can just make us feel really, really stressed. And taking time for ourselves. And I know that's easier said than done. I'm a parent of a young one myself, and some days I feel like I don't have a single minute of the day. But if we can really deliberately try to take 10, 20 minutes, even maybe more, but even if just that for ourselves every day, it helps us to be able to take care of ourselves a little bit better and therefore take care of others a little bit better. We can't take care of others very well when we're not prioritizing ourselves.
Definitely. We've heard that saying, you can't pour from an empty cup, and it's so easy to let stress build up. How can chronic stress affect our mental health?
Yes, it can affect our body in all kinds of negative ways. It can throw our digestive systems out of whack. It can lead to sore backs and headaches. It can certainly lead to lots of mood swings. It can be a cause of anxiety or panic attacks. There are just all kinds of different ways that chronic stress can affect us that we may not even realize at times. Secondary trauma too, and by that I mean things that are going on that may not affect us directly, shootings or natural disasters or things going on in other countries that we're seeing. We may not think about it affecting us, but in the way of secondary trauma, it really can at times. It can leave us laying in bed at night wondering what kind of world we're raising our children in, or what's going to come next in this world, especially in this last 15 months, And then some of the biggest effects that chronic stress can have on us mentally, on our mental well-being, can be things like having anxiety and worry all the time, feeling depressed or having depression, becoming more dependent on drugs and alcohol. And, the stressors are different for everybody. They can be different for different decades and different generations as well. Social media can certainly be a stressor for every generation in these days, though.
Yeah, we have to do our best knowing that some days are going to be harder than others. How can we prioritize our mental well-being for ourselves and for those around us?
We just have to do the best we can. And we're going to have to know that some days are better than others, and that's okay. We've got to give ourselves grace and forgiveness at times, and remember that we are not superhuman and that we cannot be all things for all people and can't compare ourselves to others. I think that's one of the most important parts of it all. We put a lot of undue pressure on ourselves, especially when we start looking at how well someone else is doing. And remember that, it's okay. It's okay to not get everything done on a to-do list. It's okay to not do all the things in your life right now that you had hoped to get done, and to give yourself that time, that unwinding, those breaks, enjoying things you enjoy and saying, you know what, the laundry will wait.
Now, Kerri, if someone is watching and they need a lifeline or extra help, or know someone who needs extra help, where can they get that?
There is a wonderful national crisis line at 1-800-273-8255 that can connect you directly to local resources and people. And there's also a text line if you're more comfortable, or if someone you're working with is preferring to use a text line, that's 741-741.
So many good points. Thank you so much for being with us today, Dr. Ashurst. If you are watching and need any additional information, be sure to contact your local extension office. Thank you for watching, and we hope you have a great day.